Welcome to Gerry Teacher's Site Area Analysis videos. The timer started. This might be a long one. Part 1. This is the goal. The goal is to auto-calculate all the areas on our site plan or on my site plan and have that information put into its appropriate boxes. Right here I have a site plan, and it's a very simple one actually. I have a existing first floor here, and I have a garage here. When I figure out my areas, I use closed polylines. I think Chief makes an attempt to, or maybe they do a good job, but it's not good enough for me. And I want to be able to isolate my garages, my existing garage, my existing house, any new house area I have, any new porches I have, any new decks I have those numbers automatically tabulate. And I want those numbers to go into this box here, area analysis. Existing floor area, it's automatic. I don't want to put this in. Right now I put it in. And all these numbers get filled in automatically. So not only is then this right here goes to layout, and so it's my area analysis, but I also want this box here, which goes to layout on my site plan, to be calculated also, which is the floor area ratio, and even the coverage if necessary. I want all these numbers to be automatic, possibly with the exception of the lot area. The lot area is not going to change, so I don't mind creating a lot closed line polyline and putting this 13787 in there, but I want this number 2425 to change every time I change the areas on my deal. So that's the goal, to automatically tabulate the areas and have full control over what is actually being tabulated. Now, about a couple years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, Gerry spent some time with me, and he helped me work out, this is a macro, and he worked out a macro, helped me work out a macro that gave me the area of this thing right here. So if I increase the size of this thing, you'll see it goes up to 2233. See that? And through all whatever machinations or whatever, it went in the boxes I was just talking about. The problem with this is this macro is tied to this area here with a leader line. And this leader line, it did not work very well for me. It sometimes disattached from the polyline and whatever, so it didn't work. And I just kind of gave up on the system. So this new attempt at this is something new, and that is Gerry has figured out that if you build ceiling planes, these are a bunch of ceiling planes, these ceiling planes actually have a label. They can have a label, and they will give you the square footage. They will identify the square footage of that without the leader line. And remember, the leader line was what was causing me problems. But I don't need any leader lines with this. This is what Gerry's doing. And so Gerry made up a little mock deal here, and he's got an area here, an area here. He's got all these different areas. And what happens to these areas is they go into this site area summary, which is really pretty cool. And he's got 2 garages here, 1, 2. And I guess unheated garage is 476. I assume that's the 2, 4, 7, 475, 470. Yep, that's it. This unheated garage is 476 is actually the total of this and this. If you change one of the sizes of this, this gets changed. And that's what I want to do. But not only do I want to do it in this box, but I want to do it in the other box that I showed you, which is my site summary, which covers the floor area ratio and the coverage. So that's the idea. So, but before I get started, there are a couple of concerns I have, and that is because these are roof planes. So here's my question: if I have my automatic framing on, how's that gonna affect things? Alt J. Oh man, it's already messed up. Hold on. Okay, I just closed it up and reopened it. And look what's happened. It's framed this stuff. So if I go Alt J, and this might be even a non-starter. I mean, how is this going to affect my views? Well, I could put these roof planes on their own layer and turn that layer off, but I don't think it's going to affect the framing. The framing is still going to be there, I think, right? Am I right on that? Hold on a second. Let me try that real quick. Oh man. Let's turn off the framing. Oh, jeez. Stop. Okay, a quick trick here. Plans. Here's my plan right here. I'm going to show you something now. Where I have these things right here. I have made that on a specific layer. That layer is called Line Style CAD Site Building. It's first floor. That's what I do. So Control C. I'm going to come over here to Gerry's plan. Control V and stick it right there. You'll notice what happened now is because I put my thing on Gerry's plan automatically. That creates a layer called CAD Site Building. It created that layer for me automatically. I didn't have to create it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 7, and I'm going to go. I'm going to put all his roof planes on my layer that I like to put my areas on, which is CAD Site Building. For whatever reason, that's where I put it. And I don't know what this is right here. Maybe it's something I was piddling with. Now, what is this? Oh, that Gerry, by the way, had built a square building, or someone did, and those are the floor joists probably for that building. I bet I'm just going to turn them off for framing floor. It's not even part of the whole thing. So now H, if I do an H view, do you see what I see? I see a bunch of. I think I see a bunch of ceiling planes. Where is this located, by the way? Layer, CAD Site Building. I don't know. Is that on CAD Site Building? Layer, sorry. Area Polyline, CAD Site Building. That's how I just do it. I'm just going to kind of work it through my system at the same time as oh, there it is right there, as I work with Gerry's. Okay, so now, and I don't think, where's this? This is another roof ceiling plane, CAD Site Building. That's his label. This is where I'm putting this stuff. And so all I'm doing is I'm turning that stuff off. Now I think what I have right here is Gerry's building without the areas on there. You got what I'm saying? I think that's a room. I don't know how Gerry did this, but he built a house. And so I think I have everything off but that. So now let's see, because I turned all those layers off, right? If I turn them back on, CAD Site Building, you're going to see all those roof planes, which are the areas that I want to use to, what do I know? Shoot. I don't know what yeah, there they are right there. That's the drywall for the thing. And if I turn on the framing roof, that's the next problem. Oh, it's ceiling framing, because they're ceiling framing joists, right? There they are. Now, that's going to screw things up, because sometimes I want to look at my framing plan. Overall framing. So I don't think Gerry has thought out these ceiling planes well enough. So I think what Gerry should have done, or I should have done before I started this, is I should have changed all my rafter depths to 0. And I should have changed my ceiling thicknesses to 0. So I'm going to do that real quick and just see what happens. And I think that there's still going to be an issue. I'm going to stop. Okay, I turned everything off my ceiling plane. So I'm going to come over here, and I'd like to think that I can show mother. That's probably something else. That's probably not a ceiling plane, What is this? Is that a ceiling plane? It's a terrain specification. What layer is that on? Terrain perimeter. Timer up. So let me just see if I can select all my ceiling planes. No, I got something else. That's probably it, what I have right there. It's going to be a hard time. Let's see if I can do this one more time. Turn this off. Nuts. Hold on. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select 1, 2, and 3. These roof planes right here. And I'm going to change it to ceiling thickness is 0. It's going to develop to 1/16. The rafter depth is 0. Blah blah blah. Materials, ceiling surface is going to be opening no material, and my rafters are still going to have be the same problem. See, I just changed those rafters to very small. So, and what Gerry, I think another mistake Gerry made, or he didn't, I mean, he was futzing around here. Change them all to 0. That's, I got to change all. Yeah, now they're all flat. And here's another plane right here, ceiling plane. So if you're going to work with this, you got to change all this stuff to 0. Is this one that's the problem area right there? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, right there, 0s. So now I've got all my ceiling planes to 0. But now I suppose, so this is what. So I think what I have to do is, if I want to use ceiling planes to get my areas, I have to raise them up 50 feet or so in the air. I can still locate them plan view wise, but they're going to be out of view of my if I do an Alt J. See there, I mean, I get all that crap right there. So I'm going to have to raise those. I don't even know if this is worth it. That's the end of part 1.